What's going on, guys? Multiverse here with yet a new action figure review video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the mafex Daredevil bootleg by cttoys. Starting off this video, guys, we are of course taking a look at the mafex or cttoys packaging here, and it is a copy of the mafex packaging, which has Daredevil front and center with 223, 6 inches, the promotional imaging of the figure himself front and center, and it looks absolutely amazing. And I do love seeing the little cutout window, so that way we can still see the figure on the inside, and I feel like this guy is going to look freaking amazing. Got him off of AliExpress, so he is the bootleg, but I'm not trying to spend $200 on a 6-inch figure. If you can do that, more power to you, but I am happy with this $23 that I spent right here. And from doing the homework and everything, people are actually very pleased with what cttoys are doing. I guess they are trying to become the new head honchos for unlicensed figures. So I'm very happy to have this guy in the collection. Flipping on the side, guys, is Daredevil's name with another product image of him. Over on the back is him with his multiple different heads and accessories and the different fighting poses you can get him in, or getting ready to fight, or just kind of standing there. But he looks amazing. I do love seeing the different tones of red on the images here, which I feel like mafex may have actually done the darker red suit with the lighter red chest emblem. On this guy, though, looking at him, it looks like they're exactly the same color. So I may change that, but we'll definitely have to rip him out and get a closer look. Up here at the top, guys, we do of course see Daredevil with his comic book head up here, and then down here at the bottom is really just the warning labels, and his barcode is actually nowhere to be seen, so I don't really see a barcode on here, guys. So for you barcode guys, I apologize. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and rip Daredevil out of his packaging and see how he looks. So right here, guys, is the man himself, the man without fear, and I had to kill one of my lights here because he is a very, very vibrant red. So he was kind of looking like a red glare or a red blur, so didn't want you guys to think we were reviewing the Flash here. However, at first hand impressions on this figure, guys, he looks amazing. I do love the different tones. I know you can't really tell on camera because of the lights, but maybe if I kill them real quick, let's kind of see what happens here. Yeah, I think it might be too dark if we kill all the lights here. So, yeah, still can't really tell on it. But he does have some different tones going for him. He's got like kind of a brighter red mixed with a darker red throughout his entire muscle tones. So it really adds that like comic accurate shading. Just not the all black scribbles that we get from the animated TV shows or even flipping through the pages. But this guy right here feels great, looks great, and I am a sucker for Daredevil, and I'm so happy to have a comic accurate Daredevil in my collection. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and take Daredevil out of the spotlight and take a closer look at the accessories that he came with. When it comes to the accessories, guys, this Daredevil really does come with a plethora of hands and kind of a mini arsenal for himself. However, we're going to start off with the head sculpt. Starting off with the head sculpts, guys, he does of course come with this. What is going on there? Let's go ahead and take that off. Don't know why it auto-locked. There we go. He does, of course, come with his standard head here where he's got no expression. But I actually prefer Daredevil in this way, kind of to show minimal emotion. I've never really been a big fan of him screaming when he's in fights. And I know the TV show Daredevil, whether it was the classic Netflix one or even the new one from Daredevil Born Again, he does a lot of screaming in his fighting. And I know he's probably going to, like, you know, grunt and make this face, but to have Daredevil actually be yelling, unless he's in pain, I really personally don't see him fighting in that way. So this is going to be the head that I'm primarily going to use, but there's also a reason for that. When I pulled his head off, it is really freaking stuck, and the ball joint, the dumbbell joint on the inside is not budging. It still moves so I can actually make him look up and down, but I recently had a figure break on me. So now I've got like figure PTSD, where I'm afraid it's going to snap off if I try too hard to get it removed. So he's probably just going to have to deal with some steel shots with this, as long as it works out. If I can get it to... yeah, so that will work just fine if I can get it to do a little bit of a friction thing here. There we go. So if I get it to actually stay there, probably some future steel shots like this, but I don't think that I'm going to be ripping that dumbbell joint off. Being that a figure did just break on me, it was the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man. His leg popped off. Thank God Walmart was able to switch it out for me. But I'm not going to test it on this guy. AliExpress is a great way to get cheaper figures, but it also takes a lot longer for the shipping. So I had to wait like 3 weeks for this guy to show up. But that's neither here nor there. The other faces though, guys, you already saw him. You got the scrunched up face. He's showing some anger. And then you have his screaming face, most likely going to be used for like in pain shots. You know, he's blind. So if they're messing with his ears, he's probably not going to have a great time. It does, of course, come with his batons or whatever you guys like to call them. And it is very springy, so you can definitely trust this wire if you want to stretch it out and then get him into some pretty great poses here. And I do love that we have the classic white batons that he uses for this. So I love seeing that we're going to be seeing some shots with that. We'll just kind of set that down, hopefully without slingshotting his heads all the way across the room. I love that we have one where he can actually do his grapnel hook. So he can actually hook that onto like a lamp or something in the house for dramatic effect to show that he's swinging around Hell's Kitchen. And this is also that same wire that you definitely can trust. It feels like a heavy duty wire. Get it in some, well, not heavy duty, but you know what I mean. It's a trustworthy wire to where you can get it into some crazy poses and get him swinging around the room. He also comes with some holsters for his batons. So you have both of them are sheathed, put away. You have both of them are out and active. And then you have one out and one in, which I love that they thought of that. That is beautiful. And I know this is a copy from the Mafex. So Mafex really put the effort in to actually use their brains on stuff. And then he comes with a bunch of different hands. He comes with his hands holding the batons, but you can definitely take them out. And I saw a video where a guy was reviewing this and said they look like the classic cigarette candies. And ever since he said that, I can't unsee it. However, they do just slide right into his hand and he holds them perfectly. You don't have to worry about them slipping and sliding. And it doesn't feel like the type of plastic where it's going to give way over time. I don't know why this is being so blurred today, but it's starting to get on my nerves. And then he comes with a pair of reaching hands. He comes with a pair of relaxed hands. Comes with a pair of flat hands, and then he comes with a pair of gripping hands, and then his fisted hands. With all that said, guys, I apologize for that being so freaking blurry. This is my 4th time trying to film this segment, and my camera keeps making it blurry. I don't know if I'm just getting too close today or just missing the mark, or if it's because it's red and red, so bear with me on that. However, the accessories, still great to have all of these. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the accessories because I'm sick and tired of doing this segment, and we'll get right into the detail. When it comes to the details, guys, this Daredevil is just the skin-tight suit for Daredevil, but he still has the sculpted D's in the chest. So I do love seeing that we have that detail in the suit, but the rest of the body, guys, is just the skin-tight Daredevil suit. The leotard, if you will, or the spandex suit, whatever you want to call it. It is just the muscle body tone for him, but I'm not going to hurt it for that too much. This Daredevil looks amazing. I do love that the horns are fairly sculpted in there too, but they are very, very thin and they are a tough plastic. So I would say be very careful on potential breakage in the future. If you drop him on his face, if he falls off the shelf, knock on wood, it's probably going to snap off. So be on the lookout for that and be very, very careful. I'm definitely going to be picking up the black and red suit for this Daredevil and have them either being side by side on the shelf or have one be with the Defenders and the other one just standing with Punisher. This one probably standing with the Punisher, but they do look amazing. This guy looks freaking awesome. I'm so glad I was able to pick this guy up, and he feels amazing. This plastic, guys, I'm going to count the whole plastic as detail because it feels trustworthy. I don't feel like I'm going to snap it off at all, although he is starting to get a little hard again, even though I soaked him in hot water. I'm not sure why he's not twisting anymore, there we go. He just had a little snag in there, but there we go. So he's able to articulate. He feels great. He is a heavy duty plastic, so I don't feel like I'm going to break him except for that little dumbbell joint. Oh, he wants to take a nap. That's fine too. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the detail and we'll take a closer look at his size, his articulation, and we'll jump into some size comparison. When it comes to how tall this Daredevil stands, guys, Daredevil to the top of the head looks like he stands at exactly 6.5 inches tall. So he is just a little bit taller than the standard Marvel Legends if you want to throw him in there with them, which is what I'm going to be doing. I don't collect a lot of CT or Mafex toys, but we're definitely going to be picking some new ones up. When it gets to his articulation, guys, he is soaked in hot water, but I am going to be gentle with him. Like I said, he feels like a sturdy plastic, but I'm not too keen on breaking him accidentally on camera. So starting off with the head articulation, guys, we saw he was on that dumbbell joint, so he can rotate all the way around, look all the way up, down. He does have a good neck joint in there as well, where he can rotate all the way around there. He gets some very good head tilt in there, so he's definitely good for those looking down Daredevil poses like he likes to do. Both of his arms go out to about 90 degrees. They come with a very useful butterfly joint if you can get them to hinge properly. You can even hear the plastic. Just a little crunch at a time, which makes me nervous, but like I said, we lost a good one just the other day. It was a sad day for everybody. Had a funeral and everything. He does have a bicep swivel, double hinged elbows. His hands are interchangeable, so they'd of course rotate all the way around and hinge up and down. When it comes to his ab crunch, he has an ab swivel. He can crunch forward a bit and crunch back a bit. He has a beautiful waist swivel, and his waist actually bends every which way, so you can actually get him in some good acrobatic poses. When it comes to his legs, he can do the Daredevil splits. He has drop hips, and if we push him back up in there, he doesn't have a thigh cut, but he does come with the double hinged knees, and his ankles do articulate down. They articulate up. He has great toe articulation, and when it comes to his ankle pivot, it is there and looks amazing. Also, I just noticed no peg holes, so you can't put him on a stand or anything. He's gonna have to stand on his own. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from his articulation and jump right into the size comparison. Starting off with the size comparison, guys, here we have the cttoys mafex Daredevil. I don't know if I should call him that. Probably just cttoys Daredevil. So the CT Daredevil standing next to the Marvel Legends Daredevil and Punisher from Daredevil Born Again. And as you can see here, he is a little bit taller than them, but I feel like it still works. Here we have him standing next to the McFarlane Toys The Dark Knight Returns, and you can see here it just simply won't work unless you're okay with your Daredevil being about shoulder height to Batman. And last but not least, guys, here we have him standing next to the NECA Toys Homelander. And as you can see here, it's just simply not going to work simply due to proportions. His head is way too big compared to his. Alrighty guys, and there you have it. Another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my final rating on this cttoys Daredevil, I'm going to have to give him a solid 8.5 out of 10. I absolutely love this figure, and it is so great to finally have a beautiful 6-inch classic Daredevil in the collection. I've been on the hunt for these for a while now, and there was one on Amazon from mafex. This exact one here for like 260 bucks, almost caved, but then I found out about AliExpress, and this guy only cost me $23. Beautifully detailed, beautifully sculpted, looks amazing, feels amazing, and the paint, a few little chip marks here and there, but I didn't even mention them in this video because they're so freaking few and far in between. They're just little nicks here and there, and if I can just find the right color red, I can fix it myself. So this guy is a beautiful figure to have in the collection. I would recommend him 1000%. So be on the hunt for him on AliExpress if you're looking to buy him at a much cheaper price. And that red and black one, and forget about it. I'm getting it as soon as I can. Pretty much as soon as that paycheck hits, I am buying the red and black version of this Daredevil. With all that said, guys, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. I do want to apologize for the accessories part being super blurry. I actually went back, tried to film it like 2 more times, but it keeps being blurry. So I don't know if it's because it's just 2 different reds with my base here and just with the bright red of him. I'm not sure what it is, but that's the only theory I can come up with. So I apologize for that, guys, and in the next video, we'll have it figured out. With all that said, guys, I'm getting out of here, and I will see you in the next video. Later.